So guys, what is up? It's the main Mark Murph here. I'm filming my my predictions for wrestle. Oh God, it's been a long day. You know when you're working so hard, you hit. What's that called? I feel like my mind's going, but then it just stops. What can we call that? What can we call this? Let's call it a roadblock. Okay. So, we're here, gonna film this, me and my good friend, wait, TJ, where?
Oh, sup, bitches?
Wake up, we just gotta wake up, we got a prediction video to do, man, come on.
Oh, fuck.
Come on, man. Alrighty, now, so, I'm gonna get into position because him and I hit a roadblock, but not only did we hit a roadblock, the WWE hit a roadblock on the road to WrestleMania. We're 24 days from 32, but we're 2 from roadblock. Live from the Ricoh Coliseum in Toronto, Ontario,
And 20 days from Click 32.
Till I leave. But do we have our tickets for roadblock? That's right, we do. Roadblock's in our hometown of Toronto, so we'll see you guys there. First off, match I can think of off the top of my head, because there's only 4 to predict, so it's not as much as other videos, is the Revival, Dash and Dawson, versus, what I like to call them the Mechanics, versus Enzo, Cass, and fingers crossed that Carmelo will be with them too. I know you're not that big of an NXT fan, seeing, well, me here, probably watch it more than you.
I do watch it, I just didn't know that they renamed the tag team as the Revival.
Not a lot of people do. It's more or less they know of them as the Mechanics. I know it's the Mechanics. I prefer to call Dash and Dawson the Mechanics.
But it's better than saying Dash and Dawson.
Yeah.
I just don't like saying Dash and Dawson.
No.
Like, something.
I like their theme, though. The theme's really good. Southern Pride.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to predict this match because I want to say Dash and Dawson will probably retain, but they could give it to Enzo and Cass.
I would love for them to see it, love for them to give it to Enzo and Cass, just because Dash and Dawson have had about, I believe, a 3 or 4 month title reign, probably about 90 to 100 since probably about late October.
Is it longer than that? I thought it was longer, but
when they actually taped it and won it, not when it was shown on television. NXT's weird like that because they full sale tapes like TNA where it's kind of like boom 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 boom. They'll do like, or like ROH where they'll do like 5 tapings.
Actually, they have all the tapings already taped until Dallas.
Up until
Dallas.
March 30th. Yeah, up until March 30th.
So
everything's been taped. But for this match though, I'd love to see them give it to Enzo and Cass. But I know NXT Takeover in Dallas, we're gonna get the Mechanics versus the American Alphas, which is Chad Gable and Jason Jordan. And I know they want to put Gable and Jordan over with the titles, so for that reason, I love to see Enzo and Cass win, but I'm going to be the smart gambler here, and I'm going to go with the Mechanics / Revival as well.
Yeah, because as much as I would like to see Enzo and Cass win, I don't think they're going to do that.
No.
Not yet, at least. Maybe they'll get their break some other time.
Or even to have them. There's been the rumors of them coming up to the main roster as well, so maybe this is like a roster tryout for them to see, like, okay, are they ready? How they handle a live crowd. This isn't just like an NXT special on the network. It's a WWE special on the network. So it's okay. Yeah. Okay, guys, here's your chance. One of the big dogs. Let's see how you can do it.
Yeah.
But moving on next, we're going to do both tag team matches. Just knock them out of the park. We got the League of Nations members Sheamus and Wade Barrett going up against the New Day, which will probably be Big E and Kofi Kingston wrestling.
Yeah. And this one I'll give it to...
Or the League of Booty.
I'll give it to the New Day. I mean, they could do a disqualification since they are facing off at WrestleMania. As it's rumored.
Okay, Mel, so let's see what you can actually come up with.
Yeah, but... well, that makes me think that it could be a disqualification because they do have a WrestleMania match rumored. But if not a disqualification, I'm going to go with the New Day. Retain. I mean, is it for the championships? I'm not even sure.
Yeah, for the championships.
Yeah, so they're going to retain. And because, I mean, I don't think the WWE has any problem giving New Day clean wins. We've seen that.
They're severely over right now. How long have they had the titles for?
200 and... Well, it's going to be like 224 days at WrestleMania, so...
So right now it's about
on Raw, Kofi was like, it's 197 days. So now it's 200. Today's day 200.
Happy 200 days as tag team champions, the New Day.
Yeah. So I think the New Day are just going to go over clean. They go over clean all the time, so I don't think there's going to be any disqualification.
Yeah, they turn Jericho.
But it wouldn't surprise me if there was.
No, I feel like if anything, what may happen is the New Days may play like the part of like a heelish babyface where they do use like the baby faces of the crowd, but then they use like a heelish tactic to win the match, kind of like they throw League Nations off their game, and then like all the other league members get involved and beat down on the New Day. That thus setting up.
Yeah,
a
they're probably gonna have
match.
like King Bear look like a fool
Yeah,
as
exactly.
usual. So.
But I do see the New Day coming out on top of this, but I don't see them getting. I can see them or doing something weird and costly that it distracts, heelish in that sense. They distract the League of Nations from getting the win. So by them doing so, you give the New Day the win, and also hopefully the New Day is over in Toronto. But then again,
well, they for sure will.
They will be for sure.
Yeah, the ending could be something fishy where they could set it up for WrestleMania. So maybe have the New Day win, not exactly cheat to win, but in a
Eddie Guerrero style cheat to win.
Well, more like something indecisive, so that they could set the match up for WrestleMania.
Yeah, so it's kind of okay, the New Day are make the League of Nations seem like the team that's the face team, even though it's two heels going against each other. But we both got New Day winning. Next up is the match that most people are saying doesn't make any sense why it's happening, but at the same time, hey, it's good. It's a chance. We got Brock Lesnar. We got Suplex City coming to the Ricoh Coliseum, taking on Bray Wyatt. Also, Brock Lesnar's first appearance in Toronto, I believe, since 2004.
Yeah, it does make sense, though, because when you think about it, it's...
Royal Rumble Retribution.
Roadblock is...
right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, it's also because Roadblock is not something... It's not that big of an event.
Yeah.
So they don't need, a strong storyline going in. I mean, they can just have two guys cut a promo on each other, and they'll throw a match together for Roadblock. So it's...
Kind of like the MSG special with Big Show versus Brock Lesnar. You just had that. Well, we were actually at that Raw when Paul Heyman came out and Big Show came out and they were exchanging words with each other.
Yeah.
This one, you didn't even really have Paul Heyman advocating for Lesnar about this match so much. You just had Bray Wyatt coming out saying that. So in the end, we do know Brock Lesnar is probably going to get the win.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the same thing. Like you're saying, it's right. They just threw it together. Okay, Bray Wyatt, we want to see where... He doesn't even have a Mania match yet. So we want to see what Bray Wyatt can do. But at the same time, we want to make Brock Lesnar look like the strong beast that he really is, or how we personify him to be.
Yeah.
Going into WrestleMania by going out there and dismantling the Wyatt family.
Yeah, and when you think about it, once Lesnar was eliminated from the Royal Rumble match, he didn't even go after the Wyatts after that. So it does make sense. I'm glad they're getting it out of the way. If they're not going to do it at WrestleMania, they should just get it done this Saturday.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the match. I actually preferred at Roadblock rather than WrestleMania. I do think that the WWE made the right decision by going forward with Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar instead.
You also don't want Bray Wyatt, his first 3 WrestleMania matches, to be throwaways and losing to big names. You had Cena at 30, you had Taker last year, and then what would be Lesnar this year? And also
well,
Cena,
if they do have...
It doesn't really build up his character, though, if they're having him lose to 3 big names like that in his first 3 WrestleMania matches. The Cena match, that was whatever. The storyline got way overtaken in the last 6.5 months.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the Taker one, it was a quick one and done. Boom. Hopefully this match, Brock Lesnar win. That's what I'm going for, by the way. Brock Lesnar wins the match, and then it just moves on to WrestleMania. And the Bray Wyatt can go down his own path, attacking someone completely random.
Yeah. I don't know if I should say that it's going to be a clean finish. I mean, then what else?
Or you know what I feel like is going to happen? Bray Wyatt's going to get absolutely dismantled. Not similar to what happened at Cena at SummerSlam, but the same sort of style. Or like Kofi Kingston beats in these, for example. Lesnar comes out, just suplexes him, and wins. Then the lights go out, all the Wyatts come out, they start beating down on him, and then Brock Lesnar just cleans house.
Yeah. So I'll go with Lesnar winning too.
It's a safe bet. I said this in my WrestleMania 30 prediction video because I said betting on Undertaker at WrestleMania is like picking the Harlem Globetrotters to win, but that time the Washington Generals won. This way, Brock Lesnar winning at a WWE Network event, it's a safe bet. It's like betting on the Harlem Globetrotters because you know more than likely they're going to win.
Yeah.
Okay, up next we got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship match. Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. This match came to be simple. Why? Because Roman Reigns broke his nose, and quite honestly, I prefer this as the main event over a match like, say, Roman Reigns versus Sheamus.
Yeah, I'm glad they got rid of the Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. That when I heard about that match, I was like, come on, what's the point?
It throws away a network special. It's like, okay, might as well just take the cameras away and then the house show and then give me my money back for my tickets because I didn't want to go at that point.
Yeah, exactly. It's been done a million times. There's no point in Roman Reigns versus Sheamus, but Dean Ambrose versus Triple H. That's gonna be a really good match. I do expect them to go about at least 15 minutes.
I expect more. I expect probably. I would shoot for 17 to 22, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Like Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt. I'm gonna guess it's about a 5-minute match, but 20-minute, a 5-minute match, maybe an extra, a 10-minute overall angle.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, this one, because I know the main event for the last network special, which was Cena versus Rollins, that steel cage match, was about, I believe, 19 to 22. So that's why I'm going to say 17 to 22, just because, these guys can work. But hey, if they give them more time, if they go over that 22 marker, fine by me. I'll be sitting in my seat in the arena, rooting them on, being with all the rowdy fans.
Yeah. So, as for who wins, though, it's going to be Triple H.
I want
Triple H. I was really surprised when he was not defending the title as a Fastlane, because I was just thinking
30-day rule. He broke his own rule.
Yeah, 30-day rule. He broke his own rule first of all, and then I was just thinking, I'm like, is Triple H really the kind of guy who's okay with losing the title on his first title defense? And sure enough,
if he had to defend it all the way through to Mania, though, it would have been his first title defense when he does lose. But hey, I'd rather Dean Ambrose as a champion than Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna boo. If Roman Reigns just win in 3 weeks, I'm gonna be booing at the top of my lungs inside AT&T Stadium.
Yeah, but it did. So it didn't surprise me when I heard that Triple H was defending the title at Roadblock, because I was like, okay, yeah, of course he wants his one successful title defense, and then he's gonna lose it to Roman Reigns. Not complaining about it though, because I mean, at least we're getting a WWE Championship match, and it's gonna be Triple H versus Dean Ambrose. It's a match that's never happened before.
Yeah. As long as Triple H comes out to time to play.
Well, maybe
they King of Kings. I'm good too.
Yeah, maybe they had a match back in the Shield days when Ambrose was in the Shield. Maybe
Shield and Evolution, 2014, Extreme Rules and Payback.
So maybe
some of the best
Triple H,
matches of the last.
Well, I mean, in terms of like a one-on-one match, I don't think Dean Ambrose or Triple H have ever even had a match.
No.
At all. Not even on a SmackDown or something.
No.
So.
When was the last time Triple H wrestled on a SmackDown? Let's be realistic. 2010.
Exactly. So it's gonna be something fresh. It's gonna be something nice, especially because it also kind of. I mean, they haven't brought it up. I don't think so. But Triple H eliminated Dean Ambrose to win the title, so it makes storyline sense in that way too. I mean, this is Dean Ambrose's chance to get it back. Get it from him.
They did do that in 2013 with John Cena and Ryback in their rivalry. Remember, because John Cena eliminated Ryback in the 2013 Royal Rumble. They never really carried it off with most things. Well, Batista and Roman Reigns, if you count the Shield Evolution rivalry, and then Rusev Reigns, that never really came to be, and thank God. But for the most part, I do have I want to see Ambrose win just because I'm a big I'm fans of both guys, but it would just be so cool to be there when Ambrose wins the WWE Championship. But at the same time, I could see this happening. Something very similar to what happened at Battleground 2013, but opposite. Remember how Seth Rollins was getting absolutely dominated?
Yeah.
And then Undertaker came out and attacked Lesnar? Picture this. Ambrose is about to win the match. Brock Lesnar's music, basically Brock Lesnar just comes out of nowhere, starts suplexing him and just beating the shit out of him, and then leaves. Or something happens where he comes, basically, the lights go out, next thing you know it, you see Dean Ambrose lying unconscious and Brock Lesnar on the outside of the ring. Triple H, 1, 2, 3. And then it makes it seem like, oh yeah, maybe Triple H hired Lesnar. When really, no. Lesnar was just out there for personal gain because he realizes, wait, if he wins, what about my match for WrestleMania? Yeah. Because honestly, that Ambrose-Lesnar match, I'm already looking for as match of the night at WrestleMania until Zayn versus Owens is announced.
Yeah. That's actually not a bad idea. Yeah. And it would protect Ambrose from losing clean. But at the same time, I doubt that's going to happen. So I'm predicting not exactly a clean win. In the sense, like, I think there may be some hired guns for Triple H that will help him out.
What, the League of Nations?
The League of Nations.
The International Superstars in Solidarity?
Yeah. I mean, they've kind of been built, hinting towards that on Raw anyway.
Yeah.
With Triple H coming out after Roman Reigns gets beat up by the League of Nations or Ambrose gets beat up by the Wyatt family. So
could you see Roman Reigns coming in even and doing a surprise return?
They could, but I mean, it's unlikely. I haven't heard anything like that.
You haven't heard it either, but remember, some of their best kept secrets is what has amazed the fans. Look at Shane McMahon. No one saw that coming.
Yeah. I mean, as of right now, Roman Reigns is rumored to come back on the live event at
on March 18th, so next weekend. So there was, I think the reports got mixed up where they were saying he was going to come back for the Pittsburgh Raw, but realistically be the Philadelphia Raw, which makes no sense. Yeah. But with that being said, we've got all 4 of the announced Roadblock matches predicted. I feel like they'll throw in some random jobber matches just to kill time, and maybe like some random ones.
What other matches do you see getting added?
Maybe Chris Jericho versus some random jobber, just so they can put Jericho over more, because he just turned him heel.
Apparently, AJ Styles is not going to be there anymore, so that's kind of
unfortunate. Because
that's kind of bummy.
They hyped that up till about this week, saying, "Oh yeah, AJ Styles makes his Toronto debut," and I was pumped. But I can wait till WrestleMania to see AJ wrestle. But the other one too, I can see happening from what I looked. The one I did look at and saw though, on WWE's website when you see the announced superstars, is that Charlotte and Ric Flair will be in attendance. So hopefully we get like a random title match with like her versus I don't know, like her versus Natalia, or her versus Paige. That won't be happening for about another year. Like yeah, so like say for example, if you get like a Charlotte versus Natalia match in there, because that was one of my favorite matches of 2014.
Actually,
you can have that because I know Becky or Sasha will not be in attendance. So it's like little matches like that, like you can even look forward to, and hopefully we get some. Hopefully we get to see Sami Zayn Saturday.
Well, hopefully Paige is there. I just want to see Paige.
Who doesn't want to see Paige?
Yeah. For a Divas match, I'm guessing they may have something. Well, who's advertised for the show? Which Divas are advertised?
I believe Charlotte, Natalia, and Paige.
If they have something like Charlotte versus Paige, I'll be fine with that.
I'd be fine with that too.
I do want a Divas match,
Yeah.
so and I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a Divas match there. They're not gonna leave the Divas out.
All right, so I'm looking at the timer right now, and I feel like we're gonna be losing people soon. Might as well sign off on this. 15 minutes is my WrestleMania 30 prediction video in an hour.
Yeah,
it's one of my most viewed videos on YouTube. But no, that being said, we got all our winners announced. Hopefully, some good matches come up Saturday. Look out for the day in the life. I'll be debuting my brand new phone as the new phone for me vlogging. I wanted to wait till WrestleMania, but Roadblock came up as the opportunity. I'll be doing a day in the life. I'll be going. So it's him and I going, along with his cousin Anish, our friend Keith, and YouTubers, as you may well know them, RKO, the infamous NWO.
Now it's just RKO NWO.
And RKO NWO, he's no longer infamous. And Assault Battery 777. So come meet up at the YWC meet and greet, the Team Canada chapter, 7 o'clock on Saturday outside the Regal Coliseum. We'll be signing and taking pictures, $10 a person, and then meet us at WrestleCon in a few weeks.
I would promote my channel, but I don't have one. Not right now.
So. He did, and he pissed a few people off, so we'll keep that quiet. He's basically under construction right now, and he'll be making his return very, very shortly. But with that being said, we've hit this roadblock, and we got over it. Now we just got to wait for the actual roadblock event. So, for myself, I'm main Mark Murph. Call me Triple M.
All right, TJ.
And we'll see you guys. When we see you guys, that'll be on Saturday.